Welcome to Leading Edge 120. You're with Maureen Metcalf and Greg Moran. Greg, you are in New York. This happens to be the week of the UN General Assembly. And as you are in the middle of this, what are your takeaways from what you've seen in 2 minutes?
Yeah, so hotel rooms cost $800, and there's a lot of big black SUVs clogging the streets of Manhattan. But beyond that, I have really noticed a thematic element that caught my attention that's really relevant from a leadership standpoint. There's a lot of overarching broad objectives that we heard laid out for the assembly that are things that we've heard about before, and they want to make progress on. What I really noticed, though, is that the actual rhetoric, the actual proposals around things like climate change and sustainable energy and many others really had at their root an assumption of a scarcity mentality around the strategies. In other words, for this to succeed, something else must fail. And it really kind of took me back to my strategy days and realizing that any strategy that requires somebody else to fail for you to win is fundamentally a high risk strategy because you don't control their outcomes and you don't control the impacts of that. So if they don't fail, you fail. That's a high risk strategy. And around these large issues, but also around your enterprise, my advice would be start with an abundance mentality and look for ways that you can have mutual success inside of an ecosystem at any scale. And that's a great way to de risk your strategy, increase your odds of success long term, and increase the outcomes.
And boy, we really want the odds of success to be high for issues like climate change. I don't need you to fail when we're talking about how the planet functions in the future.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Greg.